So last class we have seen about the what are the communication gap, what is a communication gap, and what is the physical barriers to an effective communication. So what is a communication gap? Communication gap means the message which is sent by the sender is not properly received by the receiver, or it is partially received by the receiver. Suppose you are sending some message to some person, but that other person does not receive that message, or he receives it partially. That is, he does not receive it properly. So that is the meaning of a communication gap. So normally we say, there was a communication gap, etc. So communication gap means message which is sent by the sender does not reach the receiver properly, or it is not received reached by the receiver. That is the meaning of a communication gap. And there are different barriers to communication. First category of barrier is the physical barrier. So, these are the barrier which are exist in our surrounding or environment, we can say. Okay, such type of barriers are called as what? Physical barriers, and they can also be called as an external barrier or environmental barrier, because such barriers exist in the surrounding. Okay, such type of barriers are what? Physical barriers. And there are three physical barriers which we have discussed in the last class. There are three physical barriers which we have discussed in the last class. First is the noise. So noise is the most common physical barrier. So noise means disturbance acting as a barrier. So normally moving train, bus, etc., there is a lot of noise. No, so at such time it is not properly able to communicate. So it is called as a physical barrier. So noise is one of the example of a physical barrier. Then another example is the time. How time, in the last class we have seen, if the two persons are staying in two different time zones or two different countries, one person is staying in London, another person is staying in India. So these are the two countries. No, their time zone is different. If it is morning here, it will be night in the foreign country. So that will also cause a difficulty in communication. So time is also another barrier which will act as an difficulty to an effective communication. Another is the distance. Practically nowadays distance will not be barrier, because there is a lot of advancement in the, you can say, no, technology, phone are there, various social media apps are there. So because of that, distance barrier is now reduced. But sometimes if there is a defective in network, etc., then distance will also be a barrier to a communication. Okay, so here they have said that, see, with the use of modern electronic gadgets like teleprinter, tape recorder, email, telephone, modern businessman has greatly overcome the physical barriers of time and distance, especially the distance, because of use of the modern gadgets like telephone, email. Nowadays, more advancements are there, no? WhatsApp, etc., is there, because of which the distance part barrier is reduced to a very great extent. But sometimes if these devices are not functioning properly, or there is a network issue, then people will start facing the distance issue. If two persons are staying at a distance place, so they will face the difficulty in communication. Then another example point which is given here is the defect in the instrument of communication. So the instrument which you are using is itself a defective. At that time also there will be a barrier to an proper communication, like you are using a defective computers or telephones, etc. So device itself is a defect. So at that time there will be barrier to an communication. Or bad handwriting, this will also be a barrier to communication, especially in return form of communication. If the sender's handwriting is bad, a receiver will not be able to properly understand, you know, the message. So it will also act as a barrier to effective communication. So these are the physical barriers. In physical barriers, three important barriers which we have seen. One is the noise, time, and distance. So in current situation, distance will not be that much a barrier because of latest development, etc. But sometimes it can act as a barrier to communication. And another thing is the defective instrument. You are using a defective instrument itself is defective, that will also act as a barrier to communication. Then another set of barriers is psychological barriers. So just now we have seen noise, time, distance, etc. These are all physical barriers, that is external barriers, okay, which you cannot avoid, you know. Noise is coming from the surrounding in which you are speaking. You are not having control over that barrier, so that is a physical barrier, external barrier, or environmental barrier. But some barrier will be within the persons itself, persons. Like one of the barrier is the status barrier or language barrier. Okay, so just in the last class we have seen that if two persons are there, one person is of a very high status and another is a middle status, so that person will be having little inconvenience, no, to speaking to a higher status person, what he will think, etc. And language also act as a barrier, that if your language is not proper, then you will be little bit inconvenience, no, to speak to others, what others will think of my speech, etc. These two are psychological barriers because they are not external, that is within the person himself. That is, these barriers are in the mind of the persons. Okay, they are not external. Okay, so that is status barrier, language barrier. These are all about perception, no? So that's why we have discussed one of the psychological barrier, that is a different perception. Perceptions means what? Anybody can tell. You can put the answer in the message box. Perception. Last class we have discussed, no? What is the meaning of perception? What is perception? Anybody can tell. What is perception? So perception means what? Perception means the how you think of a situation. No? So different people will think differently. If one situation is given, you will think differently. Your friend will be having different opinion. So perception means how people see things and react to a situation. So perception means, yeah. So different people will see things in a different manner according to the previous experience, how they have been brought up, or depending upon their friend circle, etc. So based on their previous or past experience, they will interpret things in a different manner. Okay, so perception means how people think or react to a situation, and everybody will not react to a situation in a similar manner. Okay, so everybody will have their own perception or method to handle things. Okay, so for example, if here one word is given, that schoolmaster. So for some people it will be very happy situation, no? They will go back to their school days memory. Okay, if you like to go to school, then hearing the word school, you will immediately go back to the pleasant memories, no, of the school days. Okay, on the other hand, if one person is there, he did not like to go to school at all, so for him the school word will be little inconvenience. Okay, so different person will have different perception. That is how they think, how they think and react to a situation. Okay, here in the last class we have seen one example also of the supervisor, how he will react to the situation depending upon his own perception. Okay, so this goes to show that there is nothing like real or true situation, and that everyone perceives things in the light of his or her own past experience or self-image. So there will be no one opinion. Okay, so real or true situation, like that situation will not be there. Everybody will view the situation according to their own past experience. So by self-image, we mean the picture a person has of himself. Okay, most college boys and girls think themselves as a film heroes or heroines and act accordingly. Okay, old unmarried ladies often have a self-image of themselves as a young and attractive. So these are all what perception. So different people will have different perception. So perception will also have an impact on the communication. So how you communicate, that will also have an impact on the communication. Okay, similarly in business world, many persons have self-image of themselves as being efficient, knowledgeable, qualified, skillful, and this self-image act as a barrier to their communication with other. So if you are having any perception about yourself, self-image, like that you are very efficient, knowledgeable, qualified, skillful. So like that, if you are having perception about yourself, then you will be not willing to communicate with other person. That you will think that you are very knowledgeable person. So you will not willing to communicate with other persons. So this is also acting as a barrier, no? But this is not an external barrier, but this is a psychological barrier. That is a perception that your thinking will affect your communication. So this is the perception, or other way around also it can be that you will speak and you will be very much afraid that how other person will think when you speak. That is also perception only, no? So perception means in simple terms belief, think. So if you can think that you are efficient, very knowledgeable, very qualified, skillful, at that time also it will act as a difficulty in communication, because you will be having pride feeling, no? So you will not be willing to communicate with other person, that you will think that others should communicate with me. Or other way around, that if you are a less confident person, then you will feel very afraid to communicate, because you will think how others will think when I will speak. So both things can be in perception. Okay. So different perception often lead us to confuse facts with inference, and this also becomes a barrier to communication. So see, same thing, different person will interpret it in different manner. So it can also lead to confusion. So different perception will lead to confusion. Okay, you will think it in another way, but other person maybe think it in a different way only. Okay, so this will lead to what? Confusion. And this also act as a barrier to communication. Because of that, both persons cannot communicate with each other properly. One person may think that he is very efficient, knowledgeable, qualified, skillful, etc. But opposite person will not think like that about that person. So they both will not communicate with each other, because both are having different perceptions. Okay, so this is acting as what? A barrier, but it is a psychological barrier, not physical barrier. Okay, now what is a fact? Very important. Fact is a statement which is always true. Okay, so fact, you can note this down. Fact is a statement which is always true. So see, sun rise in the east, it is a fact, no? Nobody can change that statement. So such a statement which is always true are called as what? Fact. Right, and keep a statement or something which is always true, like sunrise in the east, is a statement which is always true, no? Everybody will think this only. Here perception will not come, no? No other, some person will not say that sun will rise in the west, etc. This is a fact, no? Because this statement is always true and everybody will think about this in a same manner only. Okay, so write down, fact is a statement which is always true, like sun rises in the east. This is a fact. Okay, there are leaves on the tree. This is also fact, no? Trees will have leaves. So fact is a statement which is always true, and inference is a conclusion based on past experience or knowledge. So both are different. Fact is a statement which is always be true, but inference is a conclusion which is based on past experience. Okay. So you can write and keep this both terms. Fact means what? A statement which is always true. Example, sun rises in the east. And inference is a conclusion which is based on past experience or knowledge. So inference may not always be true, but fact will always be true. Okay. Understood. So inference will be based on some past experience. Understood this much, everybody? So how perception affects the communication? Everybody understood? Perception means what? Your belief. So if you believe that how others will think of yourself when you communicate, that is also a barrier. Or if you think of yourself as a very highly qualified, skillful person, that will also act as a barrier. And these barriers are not external, it is within the human being only. Okay, so like noise, it is outside, no, that you cannot avoid, but you can change your perception, behavior, attitude, etc., and you can overcome this difficulty. Okay, so everybody understood what is perception. Next is what? Resistance to change. So the adult human mind usually resists to change. Very important thing. So normally, if there is a sudden change, everybody will resist to that change. No, for example, in an office, suddenly they are bringing some new software. Okay, fully their management is saying that from next week everybody will have to use the new software. For that you will have to take a training, etc. So that is a sudden change, no? So if there is a sudden change, it is a normal tendency that human mind will usually resist to such change. Okay, when a message is received containing new idea, the person receiving the message unconsciously become inattentive. Okay, so one important thing which you have to mark here is every human mind usually resists to change. So if there is a sudden change, there will be resistance to the change. So when a message is received containing new idea, person receiving the message unconsciously become inattentive. Okay, Mr. Heyman expresses the psychological aspect of this communication problem very aptly. The listener receiving apparatus works like a filter, rejecting new ideas if they conflict with what he believes. Very important. Suppose you are sitting in a meeting and in that there is an announcement made that from the next week everybody will have to work on a new software. So this is a new idea, immediate new idea. So ultimately what will happen? All the persons will start rejecting this idea, because there will be always some belief, that if new software comes, it will be difficult to work, or there will be replacement of employees, etc. So what the people are believing, it is conflicting that idea. Okay, so people's belief is always that if something new comes, they will face threat to their jobs, and software, bringing new software is conflicting their belief, no? So what happens? Ultimately, they will reject, they will not listen to that new message properly. Understood? So first human tendency is that resist to change. So what happens? Listeners receiving apparatus work like a filter. So normally what happens now? Person will listen only that much which is relevant to them. Okay, other things they will not listen. They will skip that. For example, if new idea is put forth before the employees, they will immediately not listen to that properly. Because why they will not listen, that also reason is given, because it is conflicting with their predetermined belief. No? Understood. What belief they are already having, that if new software comes, it will be difficult for them to survive in the organization, etc. So because of that, what will happen? They will filter that idea and they will not listen to that properly. And later on, what will they will do? They will resist to the change because they have not listened properly. No? So that's why he will only receive that which confirms his present belief. No, normally everybody does like that only. No, everybody will listen that much only which is pleasing to them. Okay, what you are thinking and what the opposite person is saying, if they are matching, then you will listen to that message. Otherwise, you will, what you will do, you will ignore. No? Okay, so that's why there will be conflict and it will lead to what? Resistance to change. Okay, so resistance to change, how resistance to change is developed, everybody understood. First, whenever there is a new change suddenly brought, what will happen? The people will not listen to that message properly. Why they will not listen? Because they think that it is conflicting their belief. No? That's why they, what they will do, they will filter that message and only listen that much which is confirming to their present belief, or you can say pleasing to them. And what will ultimately, what will happen? There will be conflict and ultimately they will start resisting to the change. Because if you would have listened properly, now what would have happened? You would have understand everything properly. So at that time, you would not done resistance to change. Understood? So because everything will be explained properly. No, but ultimately what happened? Suddenly you heard that new change is going to come. You did not listen to that only and started immediately ignoring that message. Okay, that's why it will lead to difficulty in communication. Okay. So another reason why listener can be inattentive is that after having received a part of the message, his mind is busy framing a reply and cannot pay attention to the rest of the message. Very important. Sometimes what happened, that if two persons are discussing something, suppose there is a employee and the, you can say superior and employee. Superior has called the employee for a meeting and superior start explaining to the employee. So in the middle only, now half of the message the employee has received, already. So now what he will do, he will start framing reply to the earlier questions. So because of that, he cannot pay attention to the rest of the message. This can also be a very difficulty. Understood? Suppose one superior is there and employee is there. So superior has called employee to his cabin and they superior start discussing with the employees. Now in the middle of the meeting, already half discussion has already been over. No? Now what this employee will do? Now he has to give reply to the superior. No? So he will start thinking. So his mind will be now busy in what? Framing reply to the previous part of the questions. So as a result, what will happen? He cannot pay attention to the rest of the message. No? So this will also act as a barrier. So these are all what? Psychological barrier, not listening properly or perception, etc. So if an office head clerk summons a filing clerk to his cabin and begins by saying that he should cut his hair as it is too long, the young man may be furious, thinking of proper reply and may not pay attention to the instruction for filing that are given by the head clerk. So here one good example they have given. See, one head clerk is there. He is calling a filing clerk subordinate to his cabin. And immediately when this filing clerk entered the head clerk's cabin, he first said that you please cut your hairs because it is very long. Now what ultimate will be happen? This clerk will become angry, he will become furious and immediately he will start thinking of giving reply. Understood? Now if somebody also say to you like that, you will immediately start thinking, no, you should give some reply to him, etc. So as a result, what may happen? You may not pay attention to the important thing which he is called for you. So he has called you in the cabin for some giving instruction. regarding filing, how you should maintain the files, etc. Okay. So now since he had first said that please cut your hair, now entire discussion that clerk will be thinking only, I should give him reply, how he can say like that, etc. So because of that, what will happen? The later part of the discussion is not properly listened by this clerk, no? So as a result of what will happen, there will be barrier to communication. Understood? Everybody clear? Yes or no? Okay. Here one case they have given. See, case study they have given. Dharamdas was never known to have made any mistake in his account. So you can assume that Dharamdas was an accountant in the company. Until date, he has not made any mistake and was well known for his clear head for mathematical work. So he was having a very good knowledge of accounting work, etc. Till date, he has not made any mistake, Dharamdas. So his manager was therefore puzzled when he was told that Dharamdas just could not work in the new calculating machine. So now what happened? Somebody told that to the manager that Dharamdas is not properly able to use the new machine. Okay, which was required to the work. What was the reason for that? See, they have given that reason why Dharamdas could not handle the machine properly was because he resented to the change and did not like the idea of calculating with its help. So because of this, there can also be difficulty in communication. So this is what a resistance to change. It is mainly because of what? Incomplete or inattentive listening. Clear this much, everybody? Yes or no? So today we can stop here. We will continue in the next class. So this much, everybody comfortable? Yes or no?